Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Movie Royale. The MCU brings certain hidden secrets with them. There are shameful issues that the producers choose to hide in the darkness, as opposed to the negative stuff that they encourage in the light. Often these issues have to do with the movie we see on the screen, but also it has to do with the chaos behind the scenes that makes certain people seem very horrible. Let's check out a few dark secrets of the MCU that you won't believe. Number 10. Thanos wasn't always planned. It was just about the time of the Avengers that the notion of teasing Thanos fell into the minds of Marvel. It was Joss Whedon, the director who made a last-second appeal for someone in the background to aid Loki in his conquest of the world. Of reality, the purple-faced smiling alien emerged on the silver screens, and the people lost their heads. Number 9. Edgar Wright treatment. After partnering with Joe Cornish since 2006 to put Ant-Man to life, Wright quit the Artistic Differences project with Marvel. Several people were very disappointed because with all the time he worked on the script, Marvel didn't please Wright anymore. But that's just the way big studios work. He received disgraceful treatment and left the MCU straight away. Number 8. Directors ignored Kevin Feige. If you're asking the guy, don't fault him for the failures. In the same story for Vanity Fair described, Feige spoke about how disappointed he was that in some of the films he made, he gave a lot of artistic advice, only to see it go unnoticed. It must have been a consolation to Feige that once he arrives at the MCU, he would be in control of Marvel's artistic destiny. Number 7. Sam Raimi knew Spider-Man 3 was not that great. Some of the critics of the divisive sequence were that there were so many villains packed into the frame, ignoring the fact that many superhero movies like The Dark Knight and Captain America, The Winter Soldier have several enemies at work. We can't fault Sam Raimi for that. The coarse use of Venom in the film was promoted by producer Avi Arad because of its name value. This was a thorn in Raimi's side, and it definitely made him leave the series at the time of the release of Spider-Man 4. Number 6. Lack of Oscars. For all its huge popularity at the box office and critically, one might have expected that at least one Marvel movie might buck the pattern. But that wasn't the case. Marvelous works by actors like Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans didn't receive anything from the Academy. The terrific path from James Gunn nada. If DC could have a makeup and hairstyling prize from them, Marvel should too. Number 5. The Clone Conspiracy. Alfre Woodard is a skill star. Perhaps she's so smart that Marvel felt that she needed to be featured twice, 2 times in the same year. In reality, when not only did she seem to be Tony Stark's plot tool, but also as one of the villains of the Luke Cage Netflix series. Marvel was quick to stifle any suspicion that these two roles were related to each other, but it just makes me wonder why they couldn't find someone else for a bit in the Civil War. Number 4. The timeline has errors. The most severe of these mistakes in the narrative refers to Spider-Man: Homecoming. The film notes at one stage that the events in the film take place 8 years after the occupation of New York City by Chitauri. If that is the case, Spidey's first solo mission in the MCU will take place in 2020, 2 years after the Infinity War. Obviously, that wouldn't make sense, and Marvel understood that, assuring fans in October that a new timeline would be published to clarify it all. Number 3. Cap and Hawkeye shamed Black Widow. In a press junket for Avengers, Age of Ultron, Chris Evans and Jeremy Renner made a joke about how Black Widow had to get around getting involved with so many of the guys on the Avengers roster. It was quite a blow to a number of Marvel viewers, but Renner and Evans were able to apologize for their remarks, so they actually just want to ignore the entire situation that's going on. Number 2. The Office Evolution. In a recent interview with Vanity Fair journal, Joanna Robinson, to support Avengers: Infinity War, Feige dropped several hints regarding the history of Marvel Studios. A surprising truth emerged when Feige revealed that his offices were minimal before 2013. He shared the buildings with a corporation that produces flipping kites, for God's sake. I guess all the pain was worth it when you had the armor of Mjolnir and Iron Man in your new workplace. Number 1. Bad color grading in Marvel movies. Marvel movies are filmed on digital cameras. There's no color in the images, and everything seems washed out and dirty. With only a few modifications in Photoshop, Williams, a YouTuber that revealed Marvel's bad grading is rendering some of Marvel's pop video scenes with great visual aesthetics. If a YouTuber is able to do this, there is no excuse why a billion-dollar Disney-owned studio shouldn't be able to do the same. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.